Right, good people. What's happening in here? Let's get this lighting all set up in here. It's your boy, Loco, aka Dirt Gang Curry. Y'all know how that goes, man. Topic I want to speak on today. It's been a very talked about topic. Um, Shout out to my man Cav Mac from Cav Mac Videos. I've been watching a lot of this too. Talk about this Bloods and Crips as far as in New York. Me being a Crip from New York that actually lived in California and been in California and done Cripped out there too. I got a little insight on both sides. So for years and years, right? I got a lot of cousins that's blood. I turned Crip myself in 1996. I got a lot of cousins that turned blood somewhere around the same time. Some of them turned blood in jail beforehand. Um, when it first came to New York, through the jails with Bloods and on the streets with the Crips, everything was misconstrued. We was taught a lot of the mixed knowledge. They gave us as Crips, I'm talking about, a lot of folk knowledge, and they gave the Bloods a lot of vice lord knowledge, being that they go by the 5-point star and the Crips was going by the 6-point star. Now this was in the early 90s and stuff like that. My older brother, shout out to my older brother Kirk, you already know what it is. See what I'm saying? It's my guy. He moved to California 1998. He moved to California, maybe 99, say like 98, 99. I went out there a couple of years after he moved out there. This time I might have been Crip for like 7 years already. So, I knew a lot about Cripping. But when I went out there, I realized a lot of the stuff we had been taught was false knowledge. They didn't rep no 6-point star out there. All Crips wasn't united, which is a good thing, which I like about New York Crips, because we're all united as one. Something they need to start practicing out there, in the motherlands or whatever like that. But, I started realizing there's cards, there's umbrellas, there's certain sets you mess with, there's certain sets you don't mess with. To where when that first came to New York, we was all naive to the game, right? Say for instance, right, my set, Harlem Rolling 30s, OHC, HMC, Rich Rollins. We had no clue about none of that stuff. When we was out here, especially when I was out here, I can't really speak on nobody else, but I turned Rolling 30s in 1998. I used to be GSC because I'm from Brooklyn. I turned Rolling 30s in 1998 because I went to school in Manhattan. That was all that was out there. I switched over to Rolling 30 set 1998. Upon me doing that too, that's all we knew was Rolling 30s. We didn't know about there was West Coast Rolling 30s. We didn't know about there was Harlem Rolling 30s. We didn't know about the motherfuckers in Denver, the Rolling Trey O's, what they call themselves. There's different Rolling 30 branches, but there's different cards. There's different umbrellas. The niggas in San Diego who I chill with, they're Rolling 30s, but they're West Coast Rolling 30s. So their whole West Coast set consists of 20s and 30s. So where my Harlem set, we're Rich Rollins. Shout out to all the Rolling 40s through 100s. They're all neighborhood. We're not neighborhood. We bang on the deuce card. You see what I'm saying? We're Harlem Mafia. You see what I'm saying? We just go through a different branch. But at the end of the day, we all Rich Rollins. You see what I'm saying? As far as, from the 30s to the 100s, we all Rich Rollins. So a lot of Crips in New York adapted to that. You see what I'm saying? There's a couple of sets, that, still doing their own thing and stuff. But for the most part, though, the Crips in New York went by the LA ways. We was taught the right way. We adapted. We dropped that 6-point star shit instantly, quick. Moved on with our lives. Now, a lot of us go to the motherlands out there. I'd have been to Martin Luther King Park myself. See what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Dinka parks out there, all the avenues, 35th, 39th. You already know what it is already. To where a lot of my cousins and stuff, and a lot of people who I know in Brooklyn who Bloods, they didn't really adapt to that. Let's be honest, with this 5-point star shit with the Blood niggas, the only Bloods should be repping 5-point stars is Black P Stone Bloods. That's it. If you're not a Black P Stone Blood, because that generated out of Chicago, which first Black P Stones was a part of 5 Point Star. They was before they was Blood, and then they adapted Blood, but they still kept the 5 Point Star. So if you're a Black P Stone Blood from LA, California, Chicago, we should be repping the 5 Point Star. You any kind of Pyro, Brim, non-trade, GKB, any of that shit, you should just be straight repping your shit. Blood, Pyro, whatever the case may be. Now, with that being said, the person who started Bloods in New York, allegedly, OG Mac. See what I'm saying? Now, I've been telling my cousins for years when I went to California and realized that there was no non-trade Bloods out there. There was no GKB Bloods out there. There was no Sex Money Murder Bloods out there. There was none of that shit out there. See what I'm saying? There was 8 trade Crips. I seen a GKC set out there under the gangster card. I seen a Sex Money Crips. Didn't see any of those blood sets out there. Now there is Treetops in New York, 5'9" brims, you know, shit like that. But for the most part though, like, you know, y'all niggas, I say that to say this, like, y'all gotta either adapt the way that they move out. I understand we from New York, you know, we do things our own way, but y'all gotta admit, the person who brung it out here, he just brung it out here and he just, you know, he wasn't taught the right knowledge himself. So therefore he wasn't able to teach the right knowledge himself. See what I'm saying? So, you know, that way, you know, but everybody try to flip it to make it seem like, nah, we wasn't just taught the wrong way, we was doing our own shit. Nah, we admitted it as Crips. We was taught the wrong way, learned the right way, and we wasn't accepted for, you know, I say this time 5-6 years ago, niggas from LA wasn't really fucking with New York Crips. I know. I used to live in San Diego. I was going back and forth. Nigga, you had to square up just because they want to see if your shit was real. A lot of niggas, they don't go to New York. Let's be for real. A lot of people from California, they may not be able to make it to New York. So they don't really know how it is out here. All they could know is what they hear. They see niggas like 6ix9ine running around. They get this nigga from Brownsville. You know, shit like that. They see a lot of sucker shit. So they think sucker shit be happening out here. Not realizing, nigga, like, nigga, we fight, nigga. We may not run and go get the gun super quick or hesitate, nigga, fuck that. We fight out here. We fight like a motherfucker. Then the guns is last resort. So, you know, it's like, cause I ain't gonna lie, nigga, all my cousins, nigga, all niggas get down. There's no pussy niggas in my family. All of my cousins, whether they blood, whether they Crip, you know, I got a big ass family. It's a lot of gang members in our family. We got Lad Kings in our family. Nigga, we got everything. No pussy niggas in my family. Not saying that y'all niggas don't rep y'all shit, but what y'all should do is start adapting to LA life more. If y'all feel like y'all sets is, you know, not really like, you know, cracking like that, you know, they a homemade set, you know, try to go to a different set. Try to mess with a set that's, you know, out there. Somebody where you can recognize it. You can go to LA and you rocking your red flag and niggas ask you where you from and they know what the fuck you talking about. I can go anywhere, any state right now. Any state right now. Nigga, I wear this hat everywhere I go. I'm at work right now, just getting up work. Wore to work, wear it off from work. It's my shit. Dirt gang on one side, Harlem Thirds on the other side. I ain't got to run around flagging. I rep my stuff wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't a set out here who not going to know who Harlem 30s ain't. Before Dave East started rapping, we've been known already. That's why they call us the original Crips, especially inside of New York, because, nigga, we was the first Crip set out here. My little brothers and them, I got two cousins, one cousin from 8 Deuce Trey, my little brother from 8 Deuce Trey. And so I always have the debate back and forth with the 8 Deuce Treys of who was the first Crip set in New York. I tell people all the time it was the original Harlem 30s. If you knew the origin of how Harlem 30s ended up out here, from the Belizean cats that ended up out here running their drug shit, if you knew the whole knowledge, you would know Rolling 30s was the first original set out here. 8 Deuce Trey was the first Brooklyn original set out there, and that's when everybody was running around just claiming strictly GSC first. See what I'm saying? Well, everybody don't know that's G-Stone. See what I'm saying? G-Stone Crip. They put in work out here. Brooklyn, they held Brooklyn down. Brooklyn is the only place where you can go right now where you can just, out of the boroughs, and just see a whole bunch of Crips just chilling. Some places in the Bronx, some places in Staten Island. You know, not really nowhere in Harlem. See what I'm saying? Queens, you can go find them a couple of places. But Brooklyn the spot where you can go there and you be like, oh shit, all right. The local niggas is running around. See what I'm saying? So y'all gotta figure it out, man, because niggas like 6ix9ine running around here claiming that shit ain't making shit look, better. Y'all niggas running around here talking about what's popping 5 and all that shit. Nobody out there say that shit. Them niggas have no clue what the 5-point stars out there. Them niggas don't go to Chicago. They don't know about none of that shit. That's Chicago shit. 5-point star, 6-point star shit. That's Chicago shit. That's all Chicago shit. That's none of our shit right there. That's all Chicago shit. So we gotta stop adapting to that. Like the Lokes, we been stopped repping that 6-point star shit for a while. That's one thing why I respect the G-Stone and they do trades in Brooklyn is because they was one of the first ones to actually stop embracing that 6-point star shit. Even though they don't have really a set in California, they're a New York, New York set. They're deep. They put in work. But they been stopped adapting that 6-point star shit. They actually get into it with the GD niggas in Brooklyn. See what I'm saying? So, always got that orange lemonade on deck. So, y'all got to figure it out. See what I'm saying? Cause shit crazy, man. I done went out there, niggas did not accept me. Niggas already do not like New York niggas to begin with. And then now you a New York Crip. I had to go out there and prove my shit. See what I'm saying? There was some young dumb shit when I was out there younger, run around fighting all the Lincoln Park niggas in San Diego and shit like that. See what I'm saying? But my shit was solidified. See what I'm saying? Niggas already knew I wasn't no bitch. See what I'm saying? They had to respect the crippin'. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blueface. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Y'all gotta figure it out. We figured it out. Nigga, I know a bunch of niggas been to the motherlands out there and shit, well respected. Niggas accepted. I haven't really heard no blood niggas going out there getting accepted. It's crazy, man. Y'all niggas gotta get it together. Y'all should be able to rock y'all flag in any state and feel comfortable doing it. I can rock my shit anywhere. As long as I ain't running around with my family, put them in no danger, no shit like that, I'm good. I can mention Harlem 30s in any state. I can go outside the country and mention Harlem 30s, and niggas already know what I'm talking about. Y'all better get y'all shit together, man. See what I'm saying? Cause nigga, at first though, nigga, we New York. Nigga, we don't take no soft shit from nobody, no other states. We wasn't doing that before Bloods and Crips was out here when we was fighting projects to projects. Y'all New York niggas know what it is, man. Get y'all shit together, man. See what I'm saying? And it's just, and it's not, that's why I said too, even with like the 8 Dudes trades not having a set in California, their set is still recognized. Cause Bobby Shmurda and them niggas is known for they not known for doing bitch shit. They known for doing some, if anything, the opposite gangster shit, so they accepted them niggas. But then you got them niggas seeing who's representing blood niggas in New York. 6ix9ine. Joel Santana, Jim Jones and them, they older. Hell Rell and them, they older. They was repping it, the right way. But all they looking at is this nigga, Cardi B. See what I'm saying? Shit like that. These niggas is gangbangers? Nah. Pink hair shit? Nah. That nigga from the same borough as me, and I don't fuck with that nigga. But yeah, man, y'all niggas get y'all shit together. I'll hop up off this, man. I'll let your boy, man, Dirt Gang Curry, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit your boy up one time. 2 thumb shit.